So this is Ruby. She was recently in a pretty bad trailer accident and she's gone through a lot of medical procedures and treatments since then. So even though she's not actively showing a lot of soreness right now, medical procedures like those shots, even just yearly shots, they got theirs recently, can leave behind a lot of underlying tension. Applying KT tape lifts up the skin, which decompresses the underlying tissue underneath and boosts blood circulation. I'm not a vet and I'm not a professional. This is solely from research that I have done and professionals I have talked to and learned from. I'm not going to do her legs or her neck or anything where she actively has an open injury. There's already a lot of tension and stretching going on in that skin healing itself, so I'm not going to tape there. Understandably, she's been a little sore. She's been carrying a lot of tension throughout her spine, walking around pretty tense. So we're just going to do a very simple taping of her back, let her heal a little bit more comfortably. So I'm just going to show you guys how I do that. This is my KT tape. Now noticing you can barely see me like at all. It's okay, you can hear me. This is going to be my main tape. This is what I'm going to use to hold it on. This is going to be a bilateral tape, so we're going to do both sides of her back. So I'm just going to cut this in half. I'm struggling. Non-stick scissors are really going to help you here. So Ruby is in turnout 24/7. I'm not really expecting this to stay, days long. That is fine. I'm just going to do a little rip in the beginning of this. That's my little rip. Just gonna lay this out. Just gonna keep rubbing this. The heat of the friction is what's gonna really make this stick. Ruby is losing patience with me because right before this I had to clean her wounds. So she's been standing here quite a while. I completely forgot. If you round these edges, it will stick better. I'm gonna go back and do that on this piece. Kind of really bad rounded edges. This is not art class. I do recommend taking some wipes or something and cleaning your horse's back. I just brushed her down. You really should clean them a little better. It'll make it stick. Wow. They're not exactly the same length. That's my bad. Rounded edges are a little bit rough. That is not sticking that well. I really should have cleaned that off better. And then I'm also going to round off these edges a little bit. I think I actually just almost fell to my death trying to put my phone up there. Making a little rip, just enough to get the paper started. And oh man, I'm going to have to see. I really should have cleaned off her back better before this. I just almost fell backwards. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put one here just to keep this middle part down. Here's my terribly rounded edges. This would be a really bad time for you to move. Please stay still, please stay still. Ooh, that was actually a pretty good rounded edge. This is basically the final thing. You can see here, even when it's just sticking to the hair, it is lifting up, which is really good. That's what we want it to do.